The tech world has been an absolute whirlwind these last couple weeks. We've seen some truly mind-blowing innovation, but at the exact same time, some deeply unsettling risks have popped up. So today, we're going to unpack this clash between progress and peril. And really, it all boils down to this one central question we're going to explore. Is our greatest innovation also becoming our greatest threat? Let's dig in. All right, let's kick things off with the technology that's right at the heart of this whole paradox, AI's double-edged sword. So first up, the AI company Anthropic just dropped a seriously powerful new model, Claude Opus 4.7. As you can see, it's actually outperforming its biggest rival, GPT-5.4, on the SWE bench, which is a huge test for how well an AI can handle complex coding. And not only is it better, it's also cheaper to run. In this AI race, that is a massive win. But here's where the story takes a wild turn. This incredibly impressive model that they just released to the public, it isn't even their best one. Nope, the real story is the one they're keeping locked away. Say hello to Claude Mythos. This is Anthropic's secret, ultra-powerful AI. And get this, its special skill is finding zero-day vulnerabilities. We're talking about security holes that nobody, not even the software developers themselves, knows exist. Anthropic thinks this thing is so risky that they're only letting 50 trusted companies near it. Just think about that for a second. They built an AI so powerful they're actually scared to let it out. And if you're thinking this sounds like some sci-fi movie plot, a problem for the future, well, it's not. The weaponization of AI isn't theoretical anymore. It is absolutely happening right now. Just look at this massive cyber attack on the Mexican government. The numbers here are just staggering. 47 government agencies were compromised. The personal records of over 23 million citizens were exposed, and they walked away with almost 2 terabytes of data. So how did they pull it off? Well, they used AI for literally every step. The AI scanned for weaknesses 100 times faster than any human team could. It cooked up these incredibly convincing personalized phishing emails that had an 87% success rate. I mean, that's insane. It even used AI-cloned voices of officials to trick its way past security. This wasn't just a hack, it was a full-blown AI-driven operation. Okay, let's switch gears. We're going to shift our gaze from cyberspace to, well, actual space, where another high-stakes conflict is heating up. Welcome to the new war for space. And the opening shot? Amazon is buying the satellite company Globalstar for a whopping $11.6 billion. This is way more than just a business deal. This is a direct strategic shot at Elon Musk's Starlink. Now, you might be thinking, wait, doesn't Starlink have way more satellites? And you'd be right, they have a huge head start. But with this one move, Amazon gets 2 immediate game-changing advantages. First, they are instantly direct-to-device ready, which is a huge piece of tech Starlink is still working on. And second, and this is the real kicker, they've locked in a partnership with Apple. That means every time an iPhone user sends an emergency text from the middle of nowhere, they're using Amazon's network. And they are not wasting any time. I mean, look at this timeline. The deal was just announced, and they're planning a commercial launch for the middle of this year. Full integration is done by 2027, with more satellites on the way. The race for the heavens is on, for real. This whole battle for tech dominance, it's not just playing out between giant corporations. It's happening on a national level, too. Countries are jumping into the AI race, fighting for what they're calling digital sovereignty. Take the United Kingdom, for instance. They just launched a £500 million sovereign AI fund. And they're not just spraying money around. They're making really smart, strategic bets on key areas like drug discovery, supercomputing, and, of course, cybersecurity. And this quote from the UK's technology minister, Liz Kendall, it really says it all. She says the fund is the government betting on Britain to win. This is geopolitics playing out in the tech world as nations scramble to build their own AI so they don't have to rely on the US or China. But here's the thing. For all this incredible ambition, in AI, in space, our modern world is built on a digital foundation that can be surprisingly shaky. And that brings us to our digital Achilles heel. This is a pretty stark reminder of that fragility. Just this week, the security company Fortinet found 2 critical vulnerabilities. The severity scores here are a 9.3 and a 9.1 out of 10. To put that in perspective, a 10 is basically the world is on fire. So yeah, this is bad, really bad. One flaw lets an attacker just waltz past logins, and the other lets them run any code they want. And the real irony, This is in a security product that's supposed to protect you. And the key takeaway here is just how urgent this is. For any company using this product, this isn't a warning. It's a 5-alarm fire. Right now, it's a frantic race for system admins everywhere to patch these holes before attackers can use them at a massive scale. Okay, so AI, that's both brilliant and dangerous. A new space race, nations fighting for digital control, and gaping holes in our security. Let's try to pull all these threads together and see what the future might look like.
But it's not all doom and gloom. It's really important to remember that while all these huge global dramas are playing out, technology is also doing some amazing things for regular people. A perfect example is GoPro's new Mission 1 camera. It basically puts 8K cinema quality tools into the hands of everyday creators. That's awesome.
And that brings us right back to our central theme, right? You've got these two faces of progress. On one side, breathtaking innovation, incredible new AI, global internet from space, amazing creative tools, and on the other, profound risk. That same AI turned into a weapon, critical flaws in our infrastructure, and a new battlefield opening up in the heavens. They're two sides of the very same coin. Which leaves us with one final and pretty vital question. As technology accelerates at this absolutely breakneck pace, with stuff that was pure science fiction just a couple years ago, who is truly in the driver's seat? Our tools are getting exponentially more powerful. The real question is, are we?